We're going to dive into some crazy things right now. One of those things being monitor calibration. I, for the first time in my life, have tried to calibrate my monitor. Now, I know that in the business of working with photography or videography or anything like that, it's pretty important that what I see on this screen is pretty much what I upload to YouTube or that I give to a client. So I'm doing the best that I can to make sure that I get the most out of the monitor I have right now, at least until I can afford a dedicated reference monitor, which is something that I've been thinking about for a while. I have one lined up, definitely a cheap one too, so I'll probably leave a link in the description to one that I'm looking at in case you guys want to check that out too. I don't get paid for any of these things, so it's just something that I stumbled over and it's a really good deal, so I figured I'd, share the information. Anyways, the monitor calibration was pretty much a pain in the ass. So after I did calibrate my monitor, I sat here in front of it and I looked at it and I just hate what I saw. I didn't like the image. It was impossible to see anything in the dark regions. Also, the colors that were presenting on my screen and the things that I was doing on my screen, once I uploaded them to YouTube, everything just looked completely worse. Now, this usually happens now when I upload to YouTube regardless, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. So I don't know what's going on, if maybe Windows is actually injecting its own color preferences into the pipeline somehow. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And so I reverted everything back to how it was and I threw my calibration tool in a drawer and I don't think I can return it because I don't have the box for it. So there's that. After that, I started looking around my studio and realized that it's a mess. Everything was full of dust. Everything just looked like crap. Nothing was put in a place that I could find it. And it's kind of important to me that I make sure I can find the tools that I need when I need them. So step one was basically me rooting out everything. I have a closet over here. I did some cleaning and pulled a bunch of things out. And then right in the middle of that, I actually got surprised here. A friend of the family came by and said that he knew a woman whose husband had passed away in the last year. This man did some recording for a medical equipment sales business of some sort, but he had every single thing you could possibly imagine as far as he had a fly cam vest, I think. There was some trussing, tripods upon tripods upon tripods for just hanging lighting and different things like that. So I was able to pick up the fly cam vest, which is something I never thought that I would possess. I've only seen people on movie sets walking around with this vest strapped up to them and then the camera strapped to their waist on some lever device with a little gimbal thing. I have one of those now, so I'm very excited to start using that. But I gotta make sure I put it together correctly because that could be a problem if I don't. I got light frames, mounts, cords, more cords, then cords galore. I never get bored because I got too many cords.
I've heard you say that you bend the word.
Yeah, it's just in the enunciation of it. Like people say that the word orange doesn't rhyme with anything.
That was stupid. My favorite and best studio upgrade ever, though, happens to be this handy dandy little tool that I picked up, and it actually plugs into a USB port on my computer too, so it works out. Should definitely keep the environment much cooler in here. And I'm pretty sure it won't make any noise at all on the microphone. Anyways, I just wanted to say thanks to the gentleman that passed that information on to me. His name's Tom Stiers. He's a friend of the family. Really good guy. He's known my father-in-law for years, and I got the pleasure of hanging out with him for a little bit and talking to him and his wife and while we were cleaning out the studio. So it was definitely a cool experience, and just the amount of gear that I got is going to put me light years ahead of where I ever thought I would possibly be. I also want to thank the woman who I didn't get to meet, but I'm sure at some point I will make a point of meeting her, whose husband sadly did pass away a year ago, and she did make the decision to give this gear away. I just want to let her know that this is not going to go to waste, and I think your husband would be happy if he knew how I was going to use this gear and what I was going to do. It's really going to change my life. So I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. In other news, my good friend Robert Menching is coming over tomorrow with a drone, and we're going to start taking some aerial footage for a documentary project that I'm working on. It's a passion project about my friend Tom, who happens to be probably the most interesting person that you'll meet in your life. And I think he exemplifies a lot of the characteristics that are missing in society today. So I figured it'd be a really interesting topic to make a video about him. Tom's getting up there in age, so I really want him to have the opportunity to tell you his story, just from his point of view, or from my point of view, as close as I can possibly get to him. So that's going to happen, and I can't wait for it to happen. I'm really excited to delve into this as a first project of my own and show you guys step by step how I do everything, and kind of include Robbie in that as well, because he's a really interesting friend of mine and he's got this cool drone I have no idea how to use. So my next video is probably going to be about editing drone footage and settings and different things that I learned that day. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to let you guys see the drone footage. It was cool talking to you. We're going to see you probably later this week again. I might do another video, but I don't know. I might have so much fun with this drone tomorrow that I have to do a whole video on that. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for dropping in again. Here's the drone footage. Yeah, it should be perfect.
I'm just seeing if